Happy New Year. This isn't my dog. This is my auntie's dog. Sorry, I was trying to make a video, but she was like crying, so I needed to obviously give her company. But yeah, Happy New Year to everyone who's watching. Essentially this year last year I feel like I was in a place where I was having to learn to like live life to my own taste and be more discerned with what I consume, what I create, what I'm sort of living life by in every moment itself. And I think within that, I feel like I've become very one with the idea of myself and who I am, and knowing my likes and dislikes and my preferences in terms of what it is that, I just want to be day to day. Because I feel like the most enjoyment that you can have in life is like just knowing what you want and knowing why you like what you want and knowing why you don't like the things that you don't want. And especially in the social media age, I feel like things are becoming very one-minded, if that makes sense. Like people are starting to just sort of think that there's only like one opinion to things, and everyone has to like look at life in this one perspective or this one certain way. And it's like with life, there's taste to everything. There's taste to what you eat, there's taste to what you watch, there's taste to what you consume, taste to just so many things. Do you know what I mean? And I think I'm gonna live this year by just making sure that I stay consistent like to my taste of things, and making sure that I, don't falter and feel wrong in what I like. Do you know what I mean? Especially like me releasing my EP last year, I made it to my taste, I sang it to my taste, I wrote it to my taste, I got it engineered to my taste, I picked the beats to my taste, and despite like the lack of reception, it was all to my taste. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's like your most valuable asset. I think, everything that you desire and you want in life, your taste isn't something that, do you want to get down? She just wants to play. Your taste doesn't have to like be opinionated by people. Obviously people are very entitled to their opinions, but your taste isn't defined by how other people like it. You like what you like. You don't like what you don't like. What keeps you original, what keeps you authentic is trusting your taste in things, trusting your taste in whatever it is that makes you who you are. There's a taste to the way that you dress, there's a taste to the way that you look, there's a taste to the way that you just talk, you present yourself, and you just got to trust every aspect of that and not allow the world to dictate what that is for yourself. Because if you start to conform to other ideas of taste that you feel like you need to be, you're never going to find people of your your tribe, of your vibe kind of thing. So yeah, Happy New Year to anyone who's watching this. But my challenge is for you is to like really live life to your taste, live life to your preferences, and see how that unfolds for you. And I'm praying that this year is one of like the best and greatest years that I've ever experienced, because I feel like I'm just really, really grounded in the idea of what makes me who I am. I'm happy with the idea that, my taste in it may not be the most popular or the most popular idea, the most popular like presentation for people, but I feel like you just live life in the best way in that matter. Do you know what I mean? Like your taste doesn't have to be what's popular, your taste doesn't have to be, you know what I mean? But yeah, so Happy New Year to you guys. Hope it's a great one for you too. And yeah,
I just had to face the truth and do what's right for me. You were not the one I want, it's how it's meant to be. It was all a lesson that was yet to simply see.